tutorial from NJan in developer tool concept. So today we are going to talk about the basics of developer tool. What is developer tool? Why it is needed? When we are using it? How we are going to use it? And its sample. First, what is developer tool? Developer tool is a browser component used to debug or monitor browser pages. It will have the set of events, DOM, styles, request and response, debugging, and security aspect. Okay, let me discuss. I hope you having the idea about the developer tools. If you don't have any idea about developer tool, don't worry. Let me discuss now. I hope you used any of one browser. It may be a IE, Edge, or Firefox, Opera, or Chrome. Every browsers right now having the component called developer tool. Okay, what is the developer tool? In right now in this real world, most of the applications came to the client side scripting environment, meaning the events and the rendering of the DOM, everything came to the browser itself. So all the process are now it's working on the client side, so we want to do the debugging in client side itself. That's the reason every browser is giving the option to do the debugging and analysis and more other things. Okay, let me have a sample so that you will get an idea. So I am opening the browser Chrome. It is just a first page, Google page. I am If you are right click, you can give the inspect. This will open our developer tool. Also, you can go here and select the more tools. Here also you can click open. You can realign to any format. It may be a left align, right align, or based on your interest position, you can align it. Here, if you see, it having the set of tabs, elements, consoles, source, like that we having multiple tabs. In upcoming tutorials we are going to talk about detail about every tabs. Now we will talk about basics of developer tool. Okay, what is this having? Actually, whenever you are getting the web page, that all the web page in the browser will have only the HTML elements. It won't having any idea about other than HTML. I mean the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript only. The browser will having the idea. So if you are using any other language, at least you should convert that before rendering into the browser. Otherwise, you have to give some reference for the same. Okay, here consider this. I am selecting this body. In console itself, I can able to select. For example, if I select here, I am getting some point $0. In console, I can select $0 dot background dot color. I am changing the background color. Style dot background color equal to yellow. If you see here, it got changed. Really, it is made only on the client side, not happen. If you look this element, it having the style property of background color yellow. Okay, so meaning it is a DOM element. All the HTML converted into object. That object persists in the browsers. This developer to going to only play with this DOM. If you right click this and if you see the view page source, I am searching for body tag. Here we don't have the background styles, meaning this temporary DOM object only getting affected by this our changes. So like the way you can do any changes. Simply I am modifying the internal content. Dollar instead of this doing like this, you can select our already we having some selector, we know, right? Document dot get element by tag name. Here I am using it. I am changing the inner HTML, trying to change inner text engine tutorial. The entire content got changed, but still if I right click and view page source, I am getting the older content. This is what I told. uh, this developer tool using to do the manipulations or verification in the Chrome itself, it won't affect the internal. So like the way it having the features like, let me refresh so I can explain you more. I can able to inspect the particular element. I can change only those property. Still I can find colors of these. Let me increase this tab, color, margin, like that. I can change anything. I can check where it is rendering this property, how much styles it having, it where it is getting rendered, like the way the developer tool having more features. In even listener, if you go, you can able to find out the events and all. These all things we are going to talk about in the upcoming videos very detailed. For now you can understand what is developer tool and what is the main purpose of this. So every browser having own developer tool, it having the own features, but a few things are very common, like a DOM rendering, debugging the DOM, changing the DOM, styling the DOM, debugging the JavaScript files, jQuery files, so all styles files, network tab. If you open this network tab, you can see how many requests went and how many requests get, how long it took, what is the output of that, what is the thing. Even if you are right click here, you can see three options here: empty cache reload, hard reload, normal reload. Meaning whenever you are giving access for some web application, it will have some CSS or also jQuery. If you are again you are giving the same, it won't again run the same JavaScript on jQuery. Already the browser will take the copy of previous one, so it will check this internal cache having that. If the cache having that, it won't give the request. So in that case, if the web application having any modification on the styles, it won't immediately affect. So if you are giving this option, it will clear the cache, it will give new request for entire CSS styles on jQuery. I hope you got the basic idea about the developer tool. Let me meet on next video detailed discussion.